Hi guys, this is Techzilla. I'm back again with a quick video. This time I'm going to be talking about all these rumors we're hearing about these new devices that are going to be shown at MWC or that are about to be released. And I'm going to be answering a big questions from a lot of you guys out there that I'm getting asked daily by hundreds of people. What should I buy and why? Or should I wait till after MWC? I'll tell you right now what I think you should do. I don't normally tell people what they should and shouldn't buy. So this is just my opinions. You can take them or you can leave them. It's entirely up to you. So let's start with these rumors. I've been getting asked a lot about this Note 7 rumors. Samsung have confirmed today they're false. They're not re-releasing the Note 7 with a smaller battery anywhere. That's all false. So if you're thinking about getting the Note 7 when it's re-released, it's not happening. So get that off your list right now, guys. Next, the HTC U Ultra. A lot of people are asking me, should I buy it? Should I wait? Do not buy it right now. Why? Because it's not tried, it's not tested, not properly. You've got people on YouTube, other YouTube reviewers, who have spent... Some of them have actually tested the device properly. You can check their videos out. But not many. But there are some, they've been to these events. They've tested the device for, what, 10, 15 minutes. And they're saying it's a great phone. It's this, it's that. Come on. How can you say a device is great in 10 minutes of using it? That's not realistic. Real world usage, I keep saying this, real world usage, guys. Read my lips, real world usage. That's what counts. Doesn't matter if the screen looks beautiful as there and then in hand. It's how long does the battery last? How well does it perform? Does it bog down? You know, these are the important things. How's the camera in real life situations when you're out in the street, when you're out in a club, when you're in a bar, at a family event? That's what counts. So I would, if you want to get the U Ultra or you're thinking about getting it, wait. Don't buy it yet. I'll pick up the device and I will do my review as I always do, and I'll give you my honest feedback. But the fact is, my concern is this. A lot of you out there can't afford to buy these devices at full retail price. And I don't blame you. They cost a lot of money. So a lot of you out there, you have to sign a 2-year contract to get a phone. I don't like doing that, but if you have to do it, you have to do it. And that's the majority of the public. That's what happens. I don't want you to sign a 2-year contract for a device that's going to be obsolete in a few months' time. Because the 835 Snapdragon processors are around the corner. Which will be a much better, well, I'm assuming it'll be a lot better chipset than the 821. The 821 Snapdragon is not much different to the 820 processors from last year. There's not much difference there. So wait for, don't get the U Ultra yet, just wait and we'll see. Then I'll let you know, other reviews will let you know too. The LG G6, what do I think about that? I think it looks beautiful. I like the design. Some people are saying, oh, it looks too much like the G5, too much like the V20 with that dual camera setup. I don't mind. I don't think that's particularly ugly looking design, having the dual camera like that. I don't mind it. But again, the rumors are saying it's going to have a 821 Snapdragon. That to me is a no-no. Because if they price the LG G6 and the U Ultra, if they were priced below $500 or below £500 or euros, I would say, yeah, they're worthwhile devices. But, you know, you're talking, I'll give you an example. The Note 7, when it came out, was £700 sterling in the UK to pick up. The HTC U Ultra is £650, £50 less than the Note 7. The Note 7 would beat the HTC Ultra to within an inch of its life, and that's for £50 more. Do you see my point now? The cost of these devices are getting out of control. So again, with the LG G6, it's going to come down to this pricing, whether you should get it or not. I think it looks quite nice from what I've seen. I don't mind the 821 so much if the price is right. That's my concern. Also, it's what are they bringing new to the table in terms of the software in their devices? Is it still going to be the laggy? See, now this is another thing. A lot of people found the V20 very laggy, the G5 very laggy. I didn't, and I'll tell you why. Because I bought unlocked devices. There's no carrier bloatware on them, so they weren't that laggy. They worked okay. In the States, it's particularly bad for you guys who are on T-Mobile, AT&T, I believe. They're the worst culprits when it comes to putting bloatware on mobile devices, which run in the background quietly, and they slow the hell down at your devices, and then they throttle them and whatnot. So, you know, they didn't do great things with the V20 or the G5 this year, last year, but they were still pretty good devices. That's my honest opinion. The U Ultra seems like a good device, but I think it's going to be lacking, especially in battery. I think it's going to have difficulties there. It's going to be having problems with the AI, I believe, the artificial intelligence in it, because they've released the phone in some regions without that even being on there. So it's like they're rushing the device out to market because they're all running scared from Samsung. Now, let's talk about the S8 and the S8 Plus. That's another rumours and leaks. We've all seen now there's going to be two variants at least. The 5.8-inch screen and the 6.2-inch screen. Me, I'm going to go for the 6.2-inch screen. I like bigger devices. I'll definitely be picking that up when it comes out. Today I'm hearing all these rumours about people going it's going to have 4 gigs of RAM and not the 6 gigs that everyone thought it would. It's going to have the latest Exynos processor or the 835 if you're in the States. Now, my issue here is this. I'm dubious as to where these rumours about the 4 gigs of RAM are coming from. I don't believe... I might be wrong, okay? But I don't believe it personally. And I'll tell you the reasons behind my thoughts here. In China, they released the Samsung C9 Pro, which is a budget device end of last year, which is a really, really good device. And that device has got 6 gigs of RAM built in. So to me, that's a good little, you know, indication that if they're going to do that with a budget device, with the flagships, why wouldn't they drop in a 6 gigs of RAM? Like I said, I might be wrong, but that's my feeling, my gut feeling at the moment. That's all I'm thinking, because these are all rumours and leaks we're all looking at. The devices look great though. They look, every other spec looks brilliant on both those handsets. It's a definite win-win. Let's talk about now Huawei and Honor. And I'm a little confused here, and I'm going to explain this real quick. You've got the Mate 9, you've got the Mate 9 Pro. You're about to get the Honor V9 or the Honor 8 Pro, it's going to be called in the States. That's about to drop. Then you're going to get there's another Honor device that's coming out. I can't remember what it's called. It's going to be number 10 in the series. I've forgotten off the top of my head what it is. But they're all basically the same device with little tiny adjustments. And Honor being the budget branch of Huawei, but making phones with better specs, like the V9 is going to have a 2K screen, and it's going to be a 5.7-inch size screen. So it's going to be a little bit smaller than the Mate 9, but it's going to cost less, but with a better screen, with the same Kirin processor, potentially with 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage. There's going to be 2 variants. Then you've got the Mate 9 Pro, which is astronomical money. Well, it's actually dropped now. I'm going to be doing my 1-month review video of the Mate 9 Pro, so you can see that later in the week. So I'm a little confused as to their strategy there. They seem to be making the same device but with different looks about it. Very weird. Now let's answer the big questions. If you have to buy a device right now. You have to do it. My recommendation is don't buy nothing yet. Wait until April and see what everyone else is bringing out, especially in MWC. But if you really can't wait and you have to get a device right now, and you're looking at a budget device, right? You haven't got big money, budget device. Don't pick up a budget device. Do not get things like the A5. Don't get ZTE devices. Don't get these things. And I'll tell you why. This is a top tip. Right now, you can pick up in the States the V20. You can pick up the HTC 10. You can pick up the S7 Edge, the S7. Even in the UK, you can pick them up for under $400, or say under 500, but some of them are under 400. In some offers you're seeing. If you have got a small budget, get one of the last year's flagships, and I'll tell you why. Better chipset, better screen, better quality. They're all running 7.0 now, so they're all current software. What else? Much better cameras, much better cameras. That's why a lot of these budget phones fail on their and fall flat on their faces. They have lousy cameras, a lot of them. So get a last year's flagship. You'll thank me for it. Trust me, you'll thank me for it. That advice. Now, if you have got money to burn and you don't want to get a budget device, but you have to get a device right now, then you have to get, realistically, I wouldn't get a, if you want a pure Android, I would say Pixel XL, but it's overly priced. But then again, people are waiting 3-4 months for them. They can't get the XL. So I'd maybe look at a Nexus device, save yourself a bit of money until the Pixel 2 comes out. That's my guts. That's what my gut instinct's telling you. Give you the same experience, but for half the money, or even a third of the money. iPhone 7, you could get one, but again, very overpriced. You know, I don't know enough about the iPhone X really to comment about it. So I don't know. That's a bit of a weird one for me. The iPhone 7, if you really want iOS, then get one. But you know, what else is there? If you have got money and you want a sort of higher up spec phone, you don't want budget particularly, and you don't want a last year's flagship, then realistically you need to be looking at things like Huawei phones from Honor that are around the corner, because they're running the 960 Kirin chipsets. You'll get a good 2 years out of those devices, a good 2 years. The Snapdragon 820s, will they still be supported in 2 years? I doubt it. Phones with the, see, now this is another thing. When I was talking about the LG G6 and the HTC U Ultra running the 821 Snapdragon, you can pick up the Echo Pro 3 for £300, and it's got the 821 processor in it with 6 gigs of RAM. You can pick up a OnePlus 3T. That's a good device for the price. So maybe look at that as well. Like I said, guys, this is just my opinion. I don't normally do this sort of thing, but because I've been asked and bombarded by you guys out there about this thing, let me quickly recap. 1, wait. If you can wait, wait till April. 2, don't rush out and buy anything. 3, do not sign a 2-year contract if you can help it. If you have to, then wait for a better device to come out in a month or two's time. Don't rush out and get anything right now. 4, if you can only afford a budget device, get last year's flagship as opposed to this year's budget. Makes sense. Anyway, guys, I hope you found this helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Do me a favor, help me out and share my videos with everyone on your social media, because it helps me out a lot. Let me know in the comments below what you think.